Over the past 60 years, we've seen the world, maybe even longer, we've seen the world go from an industrial age, and before that an agricultural age clearly, to an information age. And now I see this transition to a digital and technology economy. And people ask me, why do you say that? Well, if you take a look at the world's governments, you take a look at the world's businesses, it's just critical that we have technology to give them the infrastructure to manage all the transactions and everything that goes on. And as a matter of fact, if we look at some of the basic underlying data, I mean, the world spends now more than $5 trillion a year on digital and information technology. That's a massive number. But if you look at it in perspective, this is a hidden GDP. The GDP of only the US and China are larger than this technology GDP. So we have to focus on it very carefully. Number two, if we look at individual spending on technology, take away the global economics and all this fancy stuff and take away the company stuff and bring it back to a person. In a developed nation like the US, 30 years ago, maybe there wasn't a lot of technology for an individual person to buy, but technology was only about 0.5% to 0.8% of personal spending. Right now, it's up to 8% of personal spending in your life. It's just massive. And an analogy to just give to why we have to think about things much differently. And we're running this global economy now using industrial age measures. And in fact, if we had an automobile and we wanted to turn it into an airplane, we'd have to add new capabilities and instrumentation. If we wanted to turn it into a spacecraft, we'd have to add even more. And today we're running this global technology digital economy using measures from industrial age. And that has to change. We need new measures to give us the insights into the workings of the way the world is going today. And in fact, that's why all this matters. We have to treat the economy as it is and call it what it is. It's a digital and technology-enabled economy. We're out of the industrial age, we're out of the information age, we're into a new age for the 21st century. I think the broad economic challenge is the volatility and speed of the world today. Problem is we're doing this discussion. The world markets are probably moving up and down 1.5 or 2% as they do almost daily. There's this massive volatility out there. And it's happening 24 hours a day, which sounds like a lot. And people talk about 24/7. But you take 24/7 in 24 time zones or so, and the world is a wild place of volatility. There's no way to cope with any of this without technology. There's no way to deal with the transactions. We see this in high frequency trading where nanoseconds make a difference without the underlying digital and information technology. So in fact, the world's economy, its behaviors dictate that we have the need for speed and precision and risk management. There's no solution that would allow it to operate without the fuel of a digital technology. And that's why we're in the state we're in, but that's both the exciting part of it too.